Welcome to Smithy Walks to Cleveland Way. It's Monday the 15th of May 2023. I normally do lots of YouTube videos on golf courses, playing and reviewing them. I do hiking ones as well, from walking the Wales coastal path. Done about 16 stages of that, including round Anglesey. But I'm having a wee bit of time off from that and the golf, and we're going to do the first 3 days of the Cleveland Way. So I'll just be doing the inland bit up to Saltburn, and hopefully doing the coastal bit in a few weeks' time. I think it's about 107 miles approximately from Helmsley to Filey, up via Saltburn. Today, this is stage 1 for me. It's going to be from Helmsley, a lovely town, to Osmotherley. I'm staying in Osmotherley tonight. It's about 21 miles. I'm kind of full of trepidation and excitement, buzzing to get back here. So I tried this 2 years ago, doing the same 3 days, and I was too overconfident, never got a map with me. Thought I'd know the way from Google Maps and also use my phone. I got lost up in the moors, ended up walking over 35 miles. I couldn't move the next day, so I had to give up. So we're back here, tackle it again. Won't make the same mistake twice. So what I do in my golf videos, I introduce myself in the tee, so I'm going to do the same with the walking videos. Let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Cleveland Way. It's stage number 1 from Helmsley to Osmotherley, on the walk from Kirkintilloch in Scotland, Smithy. There's a wee symbol, and off we go. Well, that's us just come out of Helmsley now, past the fields, into the woods, just down a flight of steps. Oh, here's a big set of flight of steps. I've got my new poles with me, we'll use them here. I'm just coming to the end of the first wooded section, a couple of miles out of Helmsley, and you'll reach the road. Turn left at the road, and we'll carry on down this road for a wee bit, coming to a lovely part of the bridge over the river at Revo. Follow this road down. I'll just come on to the section that goes alongside the road. I'll do a wee bit of the logistics for today. I'm a couple of miles into it. I stayed in Middlesbrough last night at Travelodge. Train down to York. And then the bus that seems to go on forever along all the wee country lanes from York to Helmsley, number 31X. I think you can also get a bus from Scarborough if you're using public transport. And tonight I'm finishing at Osmotherley. I was thinking of staying in the hostel there. I don't do camping as it's too sore to carry a big backpack on my knees. So I'm staying at the Queen Catherine Hotel tonight. That's where we'll be having a celebratory beer after this one. Last time I did this, when I walked 36 miles, I got to my car when it was dark. I couldn't move, too late for a beer. The body didn't want a beer anyway. So we'll just make sure we don't make the travel mistakes today. Make sure we get it right. I've got the map with me, so no half measures. I'm just trying out the poles for the first time. Just bought them the other day, Regatta. Oh, they were half price, and she said it's 3 for 2. I said I've only got 2 arms. She just laughed and said, oh, no, you can get a pair of socks, silly. So, a pair of hiking socks into the bargain as well. Just approaching the bridge at Revo. There's a sign for Revo Abbey. It's way up there. But I'm much more a geography person than history. I'm afraid I like the lay of the land rather than buildings, so I'm not walking off the path to go up and see that. Look at this. It's beautiful here. We go across the bridge, and after a long walk along the single track it takes you over the bridge at Revo. Goes on for a fair distance after that. We'll come to the turn off taking us into the woods. A disco got on the car there. In we go. So carry on walking. I think there's another pond up here, a big lake. Last year, oh no, 2 years ago when I did this, the weather wasn't the same. I'd already had 2 heavy downpours. Soaked by this time. The weather today, it's just really nice. Some clouds in the sky, wee bit of a breeze. Just really nice, enjoying it. There's another bit through the trees. Wee hut there, looks as if it might be fishing lake. And here's a look back at the setting pond for the hut there. Rather nice. I'm just coming to a lovely bit that everybody videos. Along the path, down the wee path. Look at the stepping stones. Safely negotiated, in we go. Now I've come to the first of my two big mistakes last time I did this. I went across that bridge there and away up the hill, steep hill, out onto farmer's field. Have to locate a place to get out through the bushes and come out at what I thought was Cold Kirby, turned out to be Old Byland. And then there's a big long road from Old Byland to Cold Kirby, which put an extra 3 miles on. And you actually just, it sits with you all day, you think, oh, I've done an extra 3 miles. But it got worse later on, so I'll see that bit later. Anyway, this is the proper path along here, not way up through the trees there. And now I'm on the right track to Cold Kirby. This is a wee bit of mist last time. A wee hut over there, a bothy type thing. I've seen in other videos people get in for a look, so why not me? Right, we'll go in for a wee look about the house. That's a nice wee shelter. There's the old bottles of spirits that are still up there. Nice wee shelter from the rain, but I'm coming out because it's too sunny. We'll head up that way. Nobody shows this bit in YouTube videos. When you pass the little wooden shelter thing, and it's a steep uphill climb, and you come onto this stony track, it just seems to go uphill forever on the way to Cold Kirby. I'm sure it's up there somewhere. Well, I've not quite reached the top of this track yet, but this is me looking away back down. It just goes for miles. And it's all uphill. Over the brow of the hill should be Cold Kirby, or Cold Kirby. I look back down, Judy Garland would have been demanding double time if she had to walk this in the Wizard of Oz, that's for sure. Well, I finally reached Cold Kirby. And although it's 3 miles shorter than the route I took a few years ago, it doesn't seem any easier. It's almost solidly uphill. Oh dear. I'll come walking through Cold Kirby and then take a left down towards Hambleton. That's looking back down Cold Kirby. I think it's cold because the sun's gone in behind the cloud. Alright, we're heading up. As you come up at the top of Cold Kirby, we're going to hang a left. Cleveland Way. Going towards Hambleton. See if any of the racehorses are out today. I've just come past the training stables at Hambleton. Oh, get a horse in the field there. Oh, he's coming over for a look. Hello. He's coming over to say hello. Look at that. Oh, it's a young one. Some bigger one in the field over there. There's nothing out in the training track. Oh, I've come out on the main road at Sutton Bank. You get a Sutton Bank Visitor Centre further down here. I stop there for a cup of tea. But in the meantime the path goes across the road. It goes down towards the White Horse. But I'm cutting back, I'm not going down towards the White Horse, I've seen it before. You can't see, whoops, traffic coming. You can't see very much from up above it. So I'll just be deviating from there, not going down as far as the White Horse. Well, I'm following the Cleveland Way route, so I'll have to go across the road here. Check for the traffic, we're okay. And we'll come back across the road later to the visitor centre. Cleveland Way. White Horse 1 mile public footpath. As I said, we're going down the path but not going as far as the White Horse. Just reaching the junction where left goes to the White Horse and right goes back up to the Sutton Bank Visitor Centre. I'm just going to see what the view's like once you come out here. This should be a bit good. Not bad at all. I'll see more views later on. Alright, we're going to head back up to the Sutton Bank Visitor Centre for a cup of tea in the meantime. Here we are. Absolutely fantastic views. Oh, here's a wee seat. We'll have a sit down for a sec. Get a view over the big pond over there. See if we can get... We'll see more of that when we go across the escarpment along there. Look at all the different greens there. Amazing. That's a road to Thirst down there, and that's a steep bank. Sutton Bank is one of the steepest climbs going. Just sitting in Sutton Bank Visitor Centre. Much needed cup of tea. Just a wee rest before we tackle the next stage, but halfway there now, at least 10 miles. Well, here's the signpost, finest view in England. Beg to differ. It's a very nice view, but not the finest view. We'll go and have a look at it. Right, down we go. Back on the trail. Well, here we are, Sutton Bank, the finest view in England, according to this. I'm not arguing that it's not a fine view. Look at that. Finest view in England. Oh, I'm sure the Lake District would have a wee bit to say about that. The top of Blackpool Tower. Some of the views from Perranporth Golf Course. And for me, the Welcome to Scotland sign when it comes into view. I'm just a few hundred yards further along, and that's Gormire Lake down there. I'll have another look up, different angle at the escarpment. The White Horse behind that bit there. Vale of York. You can even see Blubberhouse's Moor apparently away in the distance. That's my favourite name of any town or village in England, Blubberhouse's. There's another view of Gormire Lake. I better not go too near the edge here. Giving it a good couple of yards. And we're carrying on. When I get near the edge like that, a couple of yards, I'm always worried that either my hat blows off, I drop my phone, something goes wrong. Even the wind blows me over. Paranoid, but yeah, it's just me. Here's another view, a few hundred yards further on. I'm about 3 yards from the edge this time. And off we go, we're off to see the wizard. Oh, the path along the escarpment seems to go on for a long way. But it's lovely weather. and it affords some fantastic views. This is another vale that we've just come into. Birds singing, very peaceful, lovely. Oh, this is nice, getting back onto the grass instead of the track. Go through the field, the sheepies, old rundown farm. Oh, can't go between the sheep and the lambs. How we're going to sort this one out. Oh, there's loads of them around, they're all everywhere. Keep them away from the lambs. Right, sheepy. Right, girls, come on, out of the way. Just make sure nobody's chasing me from behind. Oh, this is fun. I remember this field from last time, it's absolutely huge. Loads of sheep, as far as the eye can see. Oh, I'm going down to the gate down the bottom. Alright now, calm down, calm down. We've reached the end of the field. Let's come through the gate here onto the next part. As I look back, away up at that route in the field there with all the sheep. Bye sheep, bye. Alright girls, catch you later. I just reached High Paradise Farm. Oh, it's a stiff climb up there. Up a single track road to here. It shuts at 4 o'clock. It's actually 5 o'clock now. So just going to be a drink of Pepsi Max for me, I think, when I get to the top of the hill. Then coming into Bolby Woods. And then my nemesis, the moors. And then drop down into Osmotherley, fingers crossed. That's me just coming into Bolby Forest now. That's a lovely walk through the forest. I'll stop at the end, have a wee rest, wee drink. I've even attacked my Maryland cookies in the bag. And then it's time to tackle the moors after that. Woo-hoo. Well, I've just come through the gate, the end of the forest, and we're out onto the moors. That's the path going up there. It's quite a stony path. I'll say in a few miles further up's where I went wrong. We'll find out what that is later on, but heather for miles and miles. Back down into the forest. And one thing I never knew the last time is this wall takes the right route, so I can just stick to the path that was near the wall. Never knew that last time. Oh, this is the section where you've really just got to get your head down and march. You see the path and the wall alongside it stretching for a long way. It's going up the hill and bending round to the left, away up the top there. Ooh, lovely. Oh, here's the sign, Osmotherley 5 miles. Last time I did this, I remember this sign, and I turned it into 16 or 17 miles instead. Only me. Better make it quicker, take the right road tonight, because there's a pint waiting for me in Osmotherley, or 2, or even 3. And just off the side of the Drovers Path, the site of the Lime Kiln House Inn, managed by the Kendalls and Counting families, 1879 to 1880 odd. So the Drovers must call in here for a drink, taking the sheep to market. Oh, that must have been hard work. Speaking of drink, oh come on. And here I've reached my big mistake from 2 years ago. I took the right hand path instead of the left. I never noticed this sign here to the there it's pointing with the acorn sign. I initially went left, checked my phone, the GPS didn't work properly, told me to go to the right. And the path to the right goes away over the moors for miles and miles. So not doing that this time. Down to Osmotherley we go. Just having a look back where I've come from. You see the path coming down. Well, after what seems like a relentless incline in the moors, I've come over the top and dropping down now, and it's a really tough walking. Look at all the stones there. When you're coming downhill, that's really tough. I can see the junction where the path meets the road. I think we'll get 2 miles from there. Well, I finally reached Square Corner. That road was the one I walked 2 years ago, arrived here. Went away the wrong way, away up to the left of that hill instead of coming down to the right hand side. Way over there, I'm walking back here. Then it's 2 miles back onto the path, 2 miles down to Osmotherley. Come on. It's an amazing path we're doing in the descent down into Osmotherley. All these stones inlaid, all different patterns on them. I feel like a pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts for the final descent into Osmotherley. I still get nearly 2 miles to go though. I just got a look at the bluebells in the woods as we're coming not too far from Osmotherley now. Across the bridge here. Oh, and this is the most welcome sight, the finish line. Oh my god, been tough. Well, that's me finished, stage 1, 21 miles from Helmsley to Osmotherley. Exercised the ghost of 2 years ago, done it properly, but my god, that was tough. I had a different synopsis of the stage. Nice start, and then you come across the bridge at Revo, that's nice, and then the fishing ponds as you're walking up through the woods, and then it's not a very nice walk up to Cold Kirby, tough one, through the woods at the stables. Then the nicest bit I think is at Sutton Bank and along the Escarpment. Really enjoyed that. Nice walk through the big field of sheep. Then you come up past High Paradise Farm, and a nice walk through Bolby Forest. After Bolby Forest, oh my god, onto the moors. And that 5 miles, from the 5 mile sign out in the moors, you just see the path rising incessantly in front of you, and eventually it comes over the top, and then when you're coming down it's a really tough walk down with all the stones and the descent. That's really hard. And then the last 2 miles into Osmotherley, absolute murder. Some steep climbs, some steep descents, stones, tarmac. It's not nice walking at all. It's really tough. Thank goodness I had the poles with me today, first time I've had them. Oh, big boost. Anyway, that's all from day 1. We'll be up early tomorrow. Day 2 is a tough stage as well. So a lot of climbs in that. Looking forward to that though. Hopefully we'll get the weather. Anyway, all that's left is the pub. Across we go. Right, here we are at 3 tons in Osmotherley. This is where I'm staying tonight. Anyway, let's get in for a beer. Here we go with the beer, pint of Worthingtons. Cheers everybody. Oh, that'll do.